Radhe Radhe to all, and I hope everybody is doing perfectly fine. So, today, what I thought would be discussing a small case in Himat. Like, I was reporting a day, then I came across this rare scenario. Though, as a pathologist, we may often on get this kind of situations, but there are always different conditions where we can put up these scenarios. So, this case today, what I'm discussing is about your a case was there in a 45-year-old male. When we saw the CBC of the patient, the CBC report, like according to the condition of the patient, what we got was the patient had normal hemoglobin and his MCV was around 127. So sudden that alarming situation comes to our mind, like normal range of MCV, that is mean corpuscular volume, is your 80 to 100 femtoliter. So that MCV, it denotes your distribution of RBC. Fine. So it was around 127 femtoliter in this case. So now condition arises. Whenever we think of high MCV, we think in terms of anemia. Like it could be your macrocytosis, and along with that, when we have a high MCV and then we have low hemoglobin levels, like it's usually seen or noted in your cases of anemia, right? So macrocytic anemia, we get this phenomena like when we have your high MCV and low hemoglobin. So now condition where we have high MCV but we have normal hemoglobin. So where we is it worrisome? Like you should be worried about your CBC parameters. So let's see. See, this is how a normal RBC and macrocytes look like. So here you can see these are very normal looking RBC. So here, see, when we say normal looking RBC, we always need to have a lymphocyte, small lymphocyte nucleus. So अगर this is, suppose this is a small lymphocyte, suppose I am making. So the nucleus of the small lymphocyte should, the size of the RBC should match that. Then we call it as normocyte. So this is just in comparison to show you the RBC, how it becomes. So here we have normal RBCs. Here you can see macrovalocytes or round macrocytes also. So this is macrocytosis when RBC size increases. So as I asked you initially, should you be concerned when your CBC report says you that you have high MCV but normal hemoglobin? So it's not often not a disease. So it's not a frank disease, you can say. But it is usually what? It's a signal which you cannot ignore. You should not be so worried, but you have to alarm your mind. It's not any conclusion. Like with MCV, high MCV and normal hemoglobin levels, we are not saying that you are having certain pathological condition or we'll give you some diagnosis that you have this deficiency or you have this. So it is not frankly based on this parameter. We cannot give you diagnosis. So we need to go for further test also to confirm the diagnosis. So clinically, as I said you, normal जो हम CBC reports में या फिर what your clinician sees in your CBC report. So from doctor's point of view, when we have high MCV in the report, we generally get low hemoglobin. So that is the clinical scenario which we come across while we see the patients. So hemoglobin is normal. So this patient hemoglobin was 15.7. So fair enough, 15.7 gram per deciliter. See, always I say to my students also, without units, this is number, this is meaningless. So its hemoglobin is your 15.7 gram per deciliter in this patient with high MCV around 127 femtoliter. So hemoglobin normal आ रहा है, इसका मतलब body की oxygen carrying capacity is fine. So MCV is high, but still that is a pathological condition. It's normally नहीं होता. तो red blood cells are larger than the average size. So let's move on. Where we can get this condition, where we have macrocytosis, but hemoglobin still is in normal range. So before your frank anemia develops, certain changes, because see, it happens at bone marrow levels or the initial stage level. So this early vitamin deficiency which occurs in your office worker, people with irregular meals, then alcohol users, elderly individuals, so they can early onset vitamin D कि इनको ये हो सकता है. So they can land up in vitamin B12 or folic acid deficiency. They are chronic alcoholics, so they can have early vitamin deficiency features. So this is a sign that should alarm the clinician as well as the patient. I may land up in vitamin deficiency, or I'm having these other causes. So then appropriate measures can be taken. Second is temporary bone marrow response. So after any kind of your post, suppose patient was ill for last 2 weeks, so recent recovery from recent illness, recovery from mild anemia, infection or inflammation. So bone marrow, what it does, it has to work under stress. So any stressful condition will force your marrow to release all the different kind of cells with more force, right? More energy. So it releases slightly larger red cell population in the cells into the circulation. So in lab terms, so in what? So temporary also, even if the bone marrow is acting temporarily, so temporary also MCV would be increased, but your hemoglobin will stay normal. So these are very transient findings and these are harmless findings. So after the patient recovers completely, the bone marrow response becomes normal and the MCV comes down to the normal thing. Third is alcohol intake. It is a very common cause for macrocytosis. So increase in RBC, you will have raised MCV and sometimes keep hemoglobin normal until it does not cross the limit. So moderate intake of alcohol can increase your can land up in macrocytosis. Then sometimes disorder related to liver. Then that is why you should advise the patient to go for LFT to look for any enzyme deficiency or any kind of abnormality in the liver. Then you can advise the patient for TSH. Then you have to rule out whether the patient is on any medication, because some medication may affect the RBC synthesis also, leading to macrocytosis. Then some individual variations are also there. Some people may have higher MCV but stable hemoglobin, no symptoms at all. So when you follow these patients, always keep these patients in hematological follow-up. So in carb CBC, you can after 2-3 months, you can advise the patient to get the CBC done again. And when you see the same values like hemoglobin normal, MCV increase, so that can be a normal physiological condition for that patient also. So patient to patient, sometimes it can vary. So when you should not worry, when I said MCV high and hemoglobin normal, so when hemoglobin is clearly normal in 1 or 2 settings, patient feels well and active, there are no symptoms of anemia, no nerve symptoms like any tingling numbness, nahi ho raha. Tingling numbness is the initial sign, like patient of vitamin B12 and folic acid deficiency, they'll complain of your tingling and numbness, weakness. So all those peripheral neuropathy features will come to the patient, will come in the patient. Then your other CBC values are stable. So just based on MCV, and we cannot say that patient will have macrocytic anemia. So we need to see other parameters also, RBC, then you have to PCV, RDW, all those parameters you have to see. Or if it is a first time or incidental finding without any symptoms, some see health camp mein patient gaya hai, then he got his CBC done and there he is getting this finding without any symptom. Then also patient should not worry immediately, wait and then consult the doctor and then he will undergo observation. So here till now no treatment is needed, just observe. Then when you should pay attention. So कब important आपको ध्यान देना है that yes, these parameters are important to be monitored. Like in second or third time of your CBC test results, you are getting constant rise in MCV over the time and your hemoglobin is starting. So MCV जो पहले से increase था वो और बढ़ता जा रहा है. Hemoglobin जो हमारा normal range में था, it is decreasing, coming to a downtrend, right? And patient starts having numbness, tingling, memory issues. Patient has long-term alcohol use, then there is known vitamin deficiency history. So even if now, you should not get panic because approach is gradual and cautious, not an urgent thing, but yes, clinician, doctor will start your treatment. So here the treatment has to be started and other investigations have to be advised. So now till now, like till normal hemoglobin is your normal, then no anemia is there in patient right now. High MCV can be because of, as we discussed, early nutritional issue, lifestyle disorder, any liver, thyroid or abnormalities, or patient on any kind of medication. So action what we need to take is doctors will correlate the symptoms, history and other previous reports and we'll keep you under hematological follow-up. So this is just for of this patient only I am discussing. See, your WBC is well within the range, right? So here mild neutrophilia is there, lymphocytes thoda sa kam hoga, relative lymphopenia hai, eosinophil and basophil normal range. Here we have concentrated on the RBC parameter. So see, hemoglobin, as I said you, it is 15.4 in the patient in second time. 15.7 was initial, 15.4 aaya iska. MCV, just see it, 128. Correct. CV is 17.4. CV ratio, RDW CV is, it's the red cell distribution width coefficient variance. So that explains you the difference in size of the RBC, like micro size, macro size, जो variations है. Platelet was also reduced in the patient, right? So this histogram, I purposefully have kept this picture. See, because in normal RBC the range is between your 80 to 100 femtoliter. ठीक है, x axis पे. यहाँ पे आप क्या देख रहे हो? It is away 100 to 200 के बीच में आ रहा है ये बेल शेपेड ग्राफ. So this your RBC population is macrocytosis. Even your CBC machine is flagging your macrocytosis. So means macrocytes तो आ रहे हैं. और एक और one more important point to be noted is your platelets are decreasing. So my macrocytic anemia can present with bicytopenia, can present with pancytopenia as well. So see, though overt macrocytic anemia has not occurred, but the MCV has increased. Hemoglobin, though it is normal, platelet has also started decreasing. So this patient needs to be kept under hematological follow-up. Uska hame graduate or other investigations. Then we need to look for patient serum vitamin B12. We'll advise after this report, though we will write, when we give our impression, we'll write macrocytosis with normal hemoglobin levels. But however, in view of macrocytosis, other history you have to rule out whether the patient does not have is having any thyroid disorder, liver disorder, or on alcohol use, history of any intake of drugs. So all those things you have to rule out, and then you have to advise, as pathologist also you will have to advise that patient should undergo serum vitamin B12 and folate levels. Then you can go for other like LFT you can go, then TSH you can advise for the patient. So all those things you have to advise. Then sometimes it can be pseudo macrocytosis also. In this case also, I'll tell you what we did. So when hemoglobin is normal and when we are getting MCV 120, 27, 28, whatever. So first thing what we have to rule out are pseudo macrocytosis. The most important cause of pseudo macrocytosis is cold agglutinin. So see, normally RBC you see like this, right? They are just touching each other, not overlapping, or it's like this, like this. So they are occupying symmetrical place as in. But in cold agglutination, what you will see is all the RBCs are coming together. So they are forming a group. So what we need to do in this condition? So अगर हमें that is why we make smear. अगर MCV बढ़ा हुआ आ रहा है, hemoglobin normal है, so what we do is we ask first we see the smear. तो हमने जब smear देखा and we are getting these kind of clumps of RBCs. So what we do is we incubate the sample at 37 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes so that they separate out, because this can be physiological condition also or it could be pathological also, so that we don't know. But if on smear, if these things are there, if on smear, but when we saw this smear of the patient, it was perfectly normal. We had extensive macrocytes on the smear, so straight away that was early nutritional deficiency. But here another condition which I am talking about is pseudo macrocytosis, which is not related to our case. So but we have to rule out pseudo causes also. So ये जब agglutinates बन के आया है, so you have getting RBCs in group. So what happened? The machine counted as MCV increase हो जाएगा उसके लिए machine. So MCV falsely high elevated MCV you will get. But when you incubate it for 37 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes and then again you make the smear, then you will see this drastically comes down. If it is not pathological, it will come down. So your MCV will reduce to normal. So that is pseudo macrocytosis. Any other immune disorders, anticoagulant, sometimes anticoagulant malfunction. This may suppose we are taking the sample in your EDTA vial. So because of some EDTA induced changes or any other anticoagulant, you can see these kind of agglutination also. So these Rolu formation, like Rolu formation जो होती है, pseudo macrocytic Rolu changes are easily seen on blood smear. So you have to see the smear in detail. And other causes of three causes are this: cold agglutinin, the most common, immune disorder, anticoagulant malfunction, severe hyperglycemia or leukocytosis sometimes can cause pseudo macrocytosis. So all those conditions you have to rule out. So to conclude, high MCV is a signal rather than a diagnosis. So we don't give you a label diagnosis. We just put on a note macrocytosis with normal hemoglobin, but the patient needs to be kept under hematological follow-up with other tests to be advised. So typically the test evaluation, CBC detail evaluation, you have to see the peripheral smear. You have to advise for vitamin B12 and folate, serum B12 and folate levels, reticulocyte count you have to see the function of the marrow. Patient needs to go for liver function tests, review of any medications, alcohol use history. So all these things will help us in estimating the underlying cause, so that we can go for the appropriate treatment and how we can bring our RBC to normal size. So thank you so much for your patient hearing. Kindly like, subscribe and share my YouTube channel Patho with MK. Have a great day.